What is going on, my friends? Welcome back to the channel and welcome to episode 11 of building an all-wheel drive K24 Civic Type R. So far we have the engine, trans, and transfer case figured out, subframe and steering rack figured out. Front axles are being built, both drive shafts are being built. The last thing that we're gonna be waiting on is rear axles. So that's what I want to figure out bright and early this morning. So we have a set of insane shafts, 500 horse rear axles, and we did a test fit on one yesterday and it was a little bit too short, but I just realized there's two different part numbers. There's a 022 and a 023, so I'm guessing they're different lengths, but I could be wrong. They are different lengths. So the 022 is a bit longer than the 023. Of course, we already know that the 022, or the 023, which is what we tried yesterday, that's a bit too short. Let's go ahead and toss the longer one in there and see what that gives us. We should need the same exact length on either side, being that our diff is completely centered up in the car, and we went with the offset on the pinion. So we got the axle to fit. Now this is the driver's side, and the driver's side would have to be, I'll do exact measurements later. I'm just trying to get a rough idea for now. That side needs to be 2.5 inches longer, and I'm guessing it's gonna be the same on the passenger side. So I think our best option for rear axles is going to be to go ahead and just get custom ones made. We're just going to get the shaft itself made. We can use the insane shaft ends because they fit perfectly. So we need it 2.5 inches longer, like I mentioned. Let's go pop this thing apart, get it cleaned up, and get it shipped out to Dutchman Axles. Dutchman, I think that's her name, is currently doing my fronts. Those should be done here in about maybe Monday or Tuesday. And then hopefully they can knock out the rears as quickly as they did the fronts. No matter what I try, I cannot get this end off. I know there's a circlip on the end, not a circlip, a little detent clip, maybe it's called, that is on the inside. So if you pull hard enough on the shaft with that in the vise, it should pop out. That's how I've always done it in the past, but that one will not come out. Hopefully Dutchman can take care of that for me. All the stuff to build the axles are dropped off. I've been reading, damn, almost ate it. Been reading through the comments on yesterday's video. Hindsight being 2020. I could have built this rear diff mount a little bit differently. I think the placement of it's good, but I think it could be a little bit beefier. I think I'm gonna do a hoop underneath, and then I'll probably brace it a little bit up top. But I did see one main comment that top brace should have been an L shape. I do agree. Like I said, I didn't know. Now I do know because I'm reading your comments, but obviously when you're new to the game, you don't know all the tricks of the trade. We'll take care of that later. For now, I just want to go ahead and get the viscous mounted up. So let's build some plates out of cardboard real quick. And I do think I'm going to pop the carpet up, at least up. Maybe not pull all the way out, because I really do not want to burn the carpet and then burn the car down, because those plates are going to be welded right to this here, and that's going to get very hot on the opposite side of the spectrum. To get the carpet out of the way, the seats are gonna have to most likely come out of the car, which might be a little bit difficult seeing how we're stuck in between two posts. Well, I guess this console had to come out either way to deal with the shifter stuff, so yeah, we should be all right. Oh, it's such a pain to get out on this car. So I see your holes down there. I can kind of just lift the carpet up. I shouldn't have to take it all the way out, but if we get it chilling up like that, it's gonna be plenty. That'll work. I'm just gonna jam some screwdrivers up in there. That should kind of hold it up and out of the way, so we don't gotta pull all the carpet out. Like that. All right. So 2 metal plates. 3 inches wide, and let's go from there. Let's do 20 inches long, 3 by 20. Let's go ahead and grind it down from here to here. It's tons of space compared to what they want, which is a riv nut trash. What the hell's going on out here? Look at this kid.
I about died about 10 times on the way here.
You want these crusty ass shoes in your new car, bro? I don't know. They hardly fit.
It's kind of hard to get, huh?
Does this bitch go back further? Oh, there we go.
Yeah, it's just hurt.
Dude, it's like the FRS on steroids. Look at this man.
I don't even know what to say right now.
Trying to build my car, he shows up in a Lamborghini.
Lamborghini? This is a kit car. I don't know what you're talking about. This is a Subaru.
Damn, this is crazy.
Fast.
This boy, just out here doing big things. So sick.
Surreal.
Damn.
Oh, Jesus.
Holy shit, it is fast.
That's how you're going. Where do we go then?
You can go that way. Just take it easy up the hill. I've never ridden in one.
No. Maybe like, we'll keep her tame.
Is it like, does it have the front lift thing?
It does. Why should I have it up right now?
It's a little bit sus. Jesus, Josh. This is nuts.
Dude, it's a lot faster than I thought it was.
Well, you're used to the middle force.
I underplayed it into myself.
Yeah.
It wasn't going to be, but
So it's what, makes 610?
it's gonna make 610 at the crank.
Yeah, so
Knowing for everyone watching here, they make about 450 on the Mustang at the wheels.
put this bitch on the dyno, let's go.
But they only weigh like 2,800 pounds.
It's so small, bro.
Dude.
I always forget how small they are in person. Yeah, that shit's crazy. God damn, that's a ripper, right?
It's not bad, it's not crazy.
It's not like crazy, but it's, yeah, it's quick. That's
It's a lot
about,
faster than I thought first off.
yeah, that's what I thought it'd feel like. Yeah, it's fast. Oh, you got some new friends. Oh shit. Apparently when you got a Lamborghini, the policemen don't care.
Yeah, he's fucking on his brakes down there. But he didn't turn around.
Bro, ain't no way. I've never seen a cop on this road.
We were doing 40
What is
miles.
up with me and you and
I
policemen?
don't know, but we're gonna tame down.
We were only doing 15 on the 40, so we're good.
Yeah.
Joshua, trust me with his Lamborghini.
That's a high level of trust.
It is. Oh my God. Look at this thing, boys. What kind of exhaust is that?
LNB.
Damn. That's crazy.
Paddles only.
How the hell you this work?
Just grab a paddle, that goes. So anything here is paddle only. Sport will be, you can put it in automatic. But, dude, it's, and this is like baby mode. When you like half throttle on doing it, it's instantaneous.
This is insane. I thought it'd be kind of similar to the R8. It's not even close.
No, not at all.
It was such an old car
This is so
though.
much more raw.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Are they
Oh
satisfying?
fuck, dude. This is insane. This is crazy. Did you know that one man every hour, every single day is diagnosed with testicle cancer? As a matter of fact, testicle cancer is most common in men our age, 15 to 35 years old. With that being said, I would like to introduce you to today's video sponsor, Manscaped. April is National Testicle Cancer Awareness Month. I know every single one of us knows somebody who has battled with cancer in the past, and we all know that is the worst thing in the world. With men's health and hygiene in mind, Manscaped has partnered with the Testicle Cancer Society to help you take care down there. We used Manscaped products daily to take care of everything below the waist. In recognition of Testicle Cancer Awareness Month, Manscaped has dropped the special edition Lawnmower 4.0. Ooh, this thing's sick. They are only releasing 10,000 of these units, very, very limited edition, and somehow I managed to get one of them. Manscaped will be donating $25,000 to their longtime partner, the Testicle Cancer Society, to help those impacted by testicle cancer. To purchase the special edition Lawnmower 4.0, or for more info on how you can perform simple routine self-checks at home, visit manscaped.com/TCS. And as always, you can use my code DN20 to save you guys 20% off and get free shipping at manscaped.com. Thank you, Manscaped, for sponsoring today's video, and thank you for helping us save our balls. Let's get back to the video. Got it all cleaned up, had to pull off some of the seam sealer so that plate would sit flat on there with the seam sealer was at an angle. Got her drilled, and now we can weld the nuts on the backside. So we got both plates welded up with the nuts on the inside. So this is gonna sit just like that. That plate will be welded to the chassis of the car and be 10,000 times stronger than the riv nut. I'm gonna tack these on the body with the viscous mounted up just to make sure it's at the exact position and length away from the diff and T-case that we want it. And the click measurement shows that we're within like a 1/16 of an inch. It might be spot on, but with the tape measure, it's kind of hard to tell. That is the place where our viscous is gonna sit. Let's go tack it up on the body, and then we can pull the viscous off and get her fully welded up. First side's all welded up. We need to get all these lines out of the way to properly get this side welded up. And half of them are fuel lines, the other two are brake lines. I am debating just going to full braided lines from the ABS pump to the calipers anyway. So let's go ahead and pull all these guys off, get them out of the way. Fuel lines, of course, we're not gonna need because we're going to, I think, a -8 or -10 line on this car. All right, we got these plates all finished up. I am gonna pick up some seam sealer that is the same color as the car. Go ahead, seam seal around them so it looks OEM, or at least as OEM as it could look. Very, very beefy. Last thing to do to get a driveline to fit is go ahead and cut this guy out. This whole thing does have to come out, unfortunately, but we should be fine there. So let's go ahead and lop her out real quick, and a driveline should fit. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and finish off the evening with some bracing and just a little bit more fab work. We're getting to the point now where we can't move much further forward till we get a ton of packages in. We just have to build fuel cells for the car, the whole fuel system. Of course, we need the axles, we need the drive shaft, all the wiring, all that good stuff. But there's still a couple little things that we can do. I'm gonna go ahead and cap the subframe off on the front and the rear. So rear, and that front needs to be capped as well. I saw some of your guys' comments about the rear subframe. I do want to reinforce that a little bit better as well. And then we still have the frame notches to deal with. So let's get the front subframe dealt with first, and then we can move on from there. Everything gets built out of cardboard first. Makes life so much easier. This little intricate stuff like this would be so handy to cut out with the plasma, but I ain't got one. But just like that, let's go ahead and knock out 2 of those, one for each side there. All fab work on the front subframe is 100% complete. So we had to shorten the rear, shorten the front. This is probably a week ago. Redo holes front and rear, and then we just capped off both ends, added the tow hooks. Now all that is left is a sandblast and powder coat job, but I don't think I'm going to do that until we obviously make sure that everything works with the car. So the plan is to get everything working, running, driving. Then I'll probably tear it back apart and do all the nice coatings. And the reason for that is because just in case we have to relocate anything, I don't want to go through the work of sandblast and powder coat and then have to redo it. I'm gonna go ahead, pop out the rear subframe real quick, do a touch more reinforcing there, and that should be a wrap on fab work for this car for the most part. Getting the drivetrain to fit at least. We still have a whole lot of fab work with fuel cells, turbo stuff, intercooler stuff, all the fun stuff. So in the rear, I wanna go ahead and do some sort of hoop underneath. I want that like kind of nice looking. So I'll probably do that out of tubing, which I don't have here. So we'll have to tackle that later on. I am gonna go ahead and add a little bit of more bracing up top right here. And then if we could on the backside as well, I think this back here is plenty beefy, but this up here is just, it don't appear to be very strong. I wanna make it better before we break things. Both subframes are fully braced up, much beefier. I still am going to add the hoop later on when I get some tubing, but for now, good to go. Stoked to be pretty much done with fabric on this car for the drivetrain. It's gonna be super nice when we get all the axles and the drive shaft back, and then technically, this thing should move under its own power after we do wiring and fuel system and turbo stuff. We got a ways to go. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Peace out, my friends, and I'll see you guys in the next one.